I'm only standing here because I always dreamt of this. You may be smiling and laughing, but when Father Reiter was my hero and I was able to be an altar boy, I used to think, really, one day I wanted to be him. And then my catechism teacher, Jim Wright, when he said, I'm not really sure I want to be a priest, but he said, don't let me stop you. Then he went to seminary school, and as you all know, spent his entire life at this church. You may think he's gone, but there's many nights when there's only two of us in this building. And one is Jim, and the other is me. Some nights they say, what the hell did you do to me? And Nancy, I don't know where she's at. There she is, back there. She loses a lot of hours with me. She understands that this is my passion right here, but she stands with me as we build what I hope to be the best campus of hope that we could ever give back to each and every one of you. Because when I was baptized in this church in 1960, sometime in there, it held a very special place to me. And I want to share why that is. Most of you don't even know. But I turned 10 years old, and all of a sudden in August, the person that you rely on most in life, God called home. He took her home and left 8 of us there without a mother. Luckily, we had a grandmother who stepped in. Right here in front of this beautiful stage, and as all of you remember, the sanctuary right here, she laid there. I said goodbye to her, but as I share now when I do a funeral, she is with me with every breath I take. She's on the wall behind me. She stands with me. She picks me up when I needed to fall. Guides me each and every step that I take. Believe me when I say I think about each and every one of you every single day of what you built at this church, what you sacrificed to make this building your home. And I hope every single day that between all of us that volunteer here, everyone who puts their heart into each and every one of these bricks and mortar, you can be proud of. It may no longer have the St. Al's name on it, but forever it will always be the Servant Church of St. Alexander's. And I'll tell you why. The sign out there still is, if you were to pull cares off, it still says Servant Church of St. Alexander's. And when we move that sign, what side of it will always say the Servant Church of St. Alexander's? There is a goal to take that sign and put it at the entryway of what I've been heard and told by many of you, how Jim loved at the right time of year to do services outside. So that little park area that you may have walked by and said, oh boy, what's going on out there? In a few minutes, 2 gentlemen that I count on and call on more often, they probably want to hear my voice, but Dylan and Ryan will come up and share a little bit with you. Then we're going to play a video for you so you can see it. But it's a big vision. And as Bob and a couple others asked me, it's probably at least $800,000 vision. And so far, CARES has not put a dime into it, except a little bit of labor. But when we're done, our hope is that everybody that drives by here will say, I've got to go in there. I've got to go to a concert there. I've got to go to this place. So each of your hard works, your sweat, your tears will be part of that park every single time people are sitting out there enjoying something that may not be happening today. And as I was sitting over in the corner listening to Mark sing, I thought, we should do this once a month. We should have church right here once or twice, 3 times, 4 times a year.
Amen.
Because these walls still want you here. These walls speak to me. And I was given this book today, When God Winks at You. If you've been around here, you hear me tell you all the time that it's a God wink. We call it a God wink. How did this thing happen? How did that thing happen? It's God. My faith is so strong that I know everything that happens at this building is because of him. And everything that happens here is for you. And the reason I stepped into my office, as Mark was singing that song, it got me at one point. And it was the line that says, and the gifts we have are those that given to share. You gave me a great gift. As a young man, this church saved my life. I could have gone 1,000 different directions, but a stupid little ball field called Friendly Field, a crazy bunch of nuns who opened their arms and said, come on in, and a couple priests who were so smart to know to help instead of turn away made a difference. So this is not St. Alice to me. This is not Cares to me. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is heaven to me. Don't ever think that your church closed. Never think that. All you did was an open to a new door of opportunity, a new door to take a vision that was held back maybe by the diocese and enlightened. Given the ability to expand what Jim loved. And that was helping every single person he could. It's what got this church in trouble. But it's what we are all asked to do. And that is to lift someone up when they need you most. We're proud, and Carol knows it better than you and I do. The 750 plus families we have come through here every month. They get to fill their basket and go home. And as I sit in my office, I get to watch people come in with heavy hearts, shoulders full of weight. And because of people like Carol and others who sit at the intake, and are the first ones to say, hello, how is your day going? And then they go to checkout with Michelle and other people who say, have a great day. If you're struggling, that can make a difference in your life. And as I look around this room, so many of you had contributed in so many ways. I had the opportunity the first time in my life to meet the Sharps. They have been true friends of Cares. When you think you're not here any longer, you're here. This is your home. It should always be your home. And it should never be forgotten that each and every single brick in this place is yours. Next door, what used to be the nun's home, some call it the convent, others say, what the hell is that building? It is home now to over 150 people a week that come in for AA programs. 200 plus mothers a month come here to get service through WIC. Home delivery programs are started out of there just to make sure no one at home that doesn't have a car can't get food. Social services programs out of there that make sure if someone can't understand how to do their Social Security or their health care, they're met. Over 250 families have been helped the last 2 years. St. Al's Servant Church is still serving today. And as long as God gives me the opportunity to breathe and helps us to find the dollars to keep this place going, I promised each and every one of you, your servant church at St. Alexander's will always be open. And may it never close its doors. And may the next person who falls, may we lift them up. And truly, if it's once, twice, 3 times a year, I hope that we can do this same thing we're doing today. Because you should come home. You should come home to what you built. And we should pray and sing and rejoice of what God gave us. That's each of us. That's people who have gone before us and will continue to care about something that all of us hold deeply to our heart. And that is this building, and even more importantly, this property that God gave us. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being part of what Created Cares. And thank you as we watch these videos to the team members that have helped continue to build what now is called Cares.